What's up, fam, and everyone out there in the world? This is the Untitled Chapter, and this is going to be a general reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Risings for the second half of the Sun transition sign of Sagittarius. Now, before I get started with talking about what the Sun represents and what it represents being Sagittarius, as long as details about your sign and what Leo represents and what the Sun and Moons are going through during the season, I do want to say that I hope all of y'all had a good first half of the Sun transition in sign of Sagittarius, and I hope all will be well for you all during the second half of the Sun transition in sign of Sagittarius as we proceed forward. Now, with that being said, let's talk about what the Sun represents and what it represents being in Sagittarius. So the Sun is, of course, our actions, our viewpoints, how we see the world around us, as well as correlates to our wants, and it is going to be in the energies of Sagittarius, which is mutable fire, being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of seeing and feeling the emotions. And Sagittarius was born at the 9th house of higher knowledge, higher education, wisdom, faith, spirituality, and long distance travel, both externally and internally. Now, you, Leo, are fixed fire, which is being fixated on your own ways of seeing and feeling the emotions. And Leo was born out of the 5th house of expressions, what you're creatively working on, fun and entertainment. So, with that being said, Leo Suns, or Leo itself trines Sagittarius, since they're both fire signs. So, Leos are having the gift, or are in gifts during this time. For Leo Suns, you're having the gift to be more mutable when it comes to your fixated fire energies. You're being able to see more, get out of that, you're having the gift to not be so fixated on the ways of how you see and feel the emotions, but instead have this gift to be more mutable during this time. And Leo Moons, this is what you're going to be attracting. You're going to be attracting others that are going to have the gift to see things in a more mutable way. Alright, so with that being said, let's move on to the reading itself. So, let's see what you guys got going on for the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. I'm going to shuffle Universal Celtic Tarot deck 2 or 3 more times, and then move on to clarifications, then move on to the Moonology Oracle deck and see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me to end the reading off. So, let's see what you guys got going on. So the overall energies of your reading is the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. So you could be dealing with the Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or have Taurus in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. But there is a commitment that you're being very committed towards during this time, with the Hierophant being in the overall. Now, your first card for Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Ace of Cups, which is the birthing of new emotions, whether it be a person, place, or things, or something that you're emotionally connecting to. Alright, so but it is dealing with some type of newness, since it is an ace. All aces deal with new energies, so with the Ace of Cups, it's new energies within the emotions during this time. Now, your second card from Universal Celtic Tarot deck they get is the Ace of Wands, which is the new spark of a passionate idea. So you have a new passionate idea that you're giving energy to. Keep giving energy to this new idea, especially if it's serving you and for the betterment of well-being, your highest good moving forward. Keep putting energy into this new passionate idea, if so. Now, your third card from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck that you get is the Justice card, which is Libra energy. So you could deal with the Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or have Libra in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. But the Justice card coming out is talking about there being a sense of harmony, resolution, balance within your life. If you have any court cases, they are in your favor, or are going to be in your favor, but there is a sense of harmony, balance, and resolution happening overall during this time. Now, with your fourth card from the Universal Cups Tarot deck that you get is the Ten of Cups, which is talking about you being happy and having everything that you want and need in the emotional world. So you're very emotionally well during this time with the Ten of Cups coming out. Very happy and again, having everything that you want and need in the emotional world. Now with the fifth card from the Universal Cups Tarot deck, you get is the Seven of Pentacles, which is talking about you waiting for, you've already planted seeds in areas of life and you're waiting for these seeds to grow into fruition. This is a card about reminding you to keep patient, or to be patient during this time, and not to be become impatient with whatever areas of life you've been planting seeds in. They might not be growing as fast as you would like them to, but if you have patience and it's meant to happen for you, they will grow into fruition moving forward. May not be during this second half of Sagittarius, this season, but it is eventually going to grow from you being patient. Now with the sixth card from Universal Cups Tarot deck they get is the Six of Wands, which is a card about victory. Alright, so see, you feel victorious during this time, and from this victory, it is helping you proceed forward and remain committed to this commitment. I feel like there is this victory energy happening for you during the second half of the sun, just in the sign of Sagittarius. Now your seventh card for Universal Cups Tarot deck that you get is the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is talking about you being very logical and analytical, as well as fail, but you could also be emotionally distant. Do your best to balance out your thoughts and emotions together in equilibrium, and balance those those thoughts and feelings out, but remain fair and logical when it comes to whatever this King of Swords is talking about. We'll clarify this when we get to it, but you're all being very in your headspace during this time. Now with your eighth card from Universal Cups Tarot deck they get is the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is talking about you being feeling like you need to guard yourself, alright, due to maybe negative visions, because I feel like this woman is going through anxiety here. And Seven of Wands means is usually in a Waite deck is a guy holding a stick and looking like he's blocking or guarding. So it is a guarding feeling during this time. Do not let this feeling of you needing to be guarded overwhelm you, alright? You may be just in too much in your headspace during this time. Like I said, need to balance out your thoughts and emotions in equilibrium so you don't feel so guarded moving forward during the second half of the sun, just in the sign of Sagittarius. Now your ninth and last but not least card for Universal Cups Tarot deck that you get is the Eight of Swords, which the Eight of Swords is talking about anxiety and worry. But as you can see here, the woman is free with an arrow in the back, and the arrow in the tarot represents intuition. So by you listening to intuition and acting off of your intuition, you will break yourself free from these binds of these anxieties and worries moving forward during the second half of the sign, just in the sign of Sagittarius. So moving on to clarifications, and first let's summarize. Overall, there is a commitment that you're very, very committed towards. There is a spark of a new emotion as well as a passionate idea, given the fact that the Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands are here. There is balance and harmony and resolution happening in your life. With the Justice card here, with the Ten of Cups here, you have everything that you want and need in the emotional world, and you're in a very happy place, even though with these later cards of worry, anxiety, and this card of feeling, you are in a happy place overall. You are waiting for the seeds that you have planted to grow into fruition. Again, keep being patient, or remind yourself to be patient when it comes to these seeds that you want to grow into fruition. With the Six of Wands being here, that you are in a place of victory and feeling victorious about a certain situation or circumstance. With the King of Swords being here, you are very up in your head, very much so, dealing with a particular situation. We'll clarify that when we get to it, like I said. But again, while we were talking about, keep in mind to balance out your thoughts and emotions in equilibrium. With the Seven of Wands, you do feel a bit guarded, and on top of that, with the Eight of Swords, you are dealing with anxiety and worries, but using your intuition will break you free out of that. And I feel like balancing out your thoughts and emotions in equilibrium will help you feel not so in this guarded energy doing so. Now, let's move on to clarifications. Starting off with the overall being the Hierophant. The Hierophant is clarified by the Magician card, which is your energy. Not your energy. Let's think about Virgo. But this is Virgo energy, so you could be dealing with a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury. You may even be on the cusp of Leo, Virgo, since that came into my head really quick. So you may be on the cusp of Leo and Virgo. If so, that Virgo energy will be. You are standing in your power with this, but only if you're on that Leo and Virgo energy when it comes to this card specifically. But with the Magician card, it is Virgo energy, so again, you could be dealing with a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury, or have these energies in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the sun transit in the sign of Sagittarius. But you are in manifestation mode, and you're in manifestation mode because you are being committed towards, or you're putting commitment towards this. You are committed towards this commitment that you have for yourself, and doing so is helping you manifest during this time. Now, with the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Cups is clarified by the Emperor card, which is Aries energy. So you could be dealing with an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Aries in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the sun transit in the sign of Sagittarius. But overall, you are taking power and control over your life and what it is that you're wanting it to do. And with the Emperor card clarifying the Ace of Cups, by you giving birth to new emotions towards whatever this is, and it's helping you remain stable and power and control over your life moving forward. Now, with the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Wands is clarified by the Hangman, which is Pisces energy. So you could be dealing with the Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter, or have Pisces in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the sun transit in the sign of Sagittarius. But overall, you are having a change of perspective, I feel like, or you may be dealing with stagnation. With the Hangman clarifying the Ace of Wands, I feel like this change of I feel like this is a change of perspective, and from this change of perspective, it's helping you give birth to this new passionate idea, or this new passionate idea is helping you change perspective moving forward. Yeah. So, not changing perspective is giving you a passionate idea. It's you giving birth to a new passionate idea is helping you change perspectives during this time. Now, with the Justice card is clarified by the Two of Wands, which is talking about planning and looking at the bigger picture of life. The man in the artwork represents the thoughts, and the ward in his hand represents looking at the bigger picture of your life. So thinking about the bigger picture of your life and planning stuff out, and you're doing your best to do stuff. Or with the Two of Wands clarifying the Justice card by there is balance and moderation, equilibrium, and resolution coming from you planning out and what's best for you, and by looking at the bigger picture of your life moving forward. Now, with the Ten of Cups is clarified by the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is talking about you dealing with unstable emotion, choppy waters, which is unstable emotions. So you may be in this introverted feeling, but overall you are having everything that you want and need in the emotional world. Or you may be a little bit introverted due to possibly being too much in your head, as we can see here with the King of Swords later on in the spread. Do not let this unstable emotions affect your happiness when it comes to the emotional world moving forward during this time. Now, with the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is talking about being successful, you working really hard to get where you are. But you must watch out for egotism or greediness during this time. But with the King of Pentacles clarifying the Seven of Pentacles, with whatever you're waiting for these seeds to sprout to fruition, you you want to feel success from it. Like, you want things to be successful during this time, with the King of Pentacles clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. You want those seeds to grow to fruition so you can have that sense of success in your life. Now with Six of Wands, the Six of Wands is clarified by the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius energy. So you can deal with the Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter, or have Sagittarius in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the sun transition sign of Sagittarius. But overall, you are performing alchemy, balancing out two or more worlds together to in equilibrium, whether that be your work life, your personal life, your relationship life, in your family life, whatever the case may be. You are doing your best to balance out these two or more worlds, but I feel like you are doing that since the Temperance card is clarifying the Six of Wands. I feel like you figured out how to do so when it comes to this commitment, since overall is the Hierophant. So moving forward, the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is clarified by the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is, I feel like this is hidden energy. I feel like there are good people around you, but you may be too stuck in your head, with the Three of Cups clarifying the King of Swords. So do your best to not let your overthinking deceive you, alright? Don't let this overthinking get the best of you during this time. Keep in mind, like I said, balance out your thoughts and emotions in equilibrium, and know that there are good people around you, or you are in a place of success during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Now with the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, which is Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo energy. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have one of these energies in your chart, which you are Leo, so this is you standing in your power. So, your fellow Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, but this is you standing in your power, like I said, during the second half of the sun transition, the sign of Sagittarius, with the Wheel of Fortune and your energy coming out. But even so, with the Wheel of Fortune clarifying the Seven of Wands, by you warring with the, I feel like this guarded feeling is due to the changes in your life. Do your best to not, I feel like this is a fear of the unknown, a fear of what might happen. So do your best to drop your guard and let yourself calm down and embrace the unknown without fearing the unknown. Keep in mind that fear is just you as a spirit being no form, no shape, no form, creating and agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings. So create higher perspectives and create and agree with positive thoughts and feelings moving forward when it comes to these changes and cycles that you're going through within your life during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Now moving on to the last card, being the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is talking about you nurturing yourself, nurturing what it is that you're working on, what you're wanting and desire to do, as well as nurturing others around you. Keep in mind that this card itself is a card of fertility, so just in case, just forewarning, if you're not wanting to get pregnant or get anybody else pregnant, do the necessary means to prevent that from happening. With the Queen of Pentacles clarifying the Eight of Swords, you are I feel like you're going through anxiety due to wanting to take care of yourself, take care of what it is that you're working on, as well as take care of others around you. Do your best to listen to your intuition the best you can moving forward, so you can break away from this anxiety feeling when it comes to nurturing yourself or nurturing what it is that you're wanting and desiring to do, as well as nurturing others around you. So, with that being said, let's move on to the Moonology Oracle deck. See what Mother Moon has to say to you through me to end the reading off. So your first card for Mother Moon to you through me is Gibeus Moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. So you are very close to achieving your goal during this time. Keep working hard. Keep being committed towards this commitment that you got going on for yourself, because you are manifesting from it. Do your best to remain under power and control of your life and not feel the cycles and changes within your life. And keep working hard, because you are very close to achieving your goal during this time. Now your second card for Mother Moon to you through me is Blue Moon. Believe in the impossible. So believe in the impossible and believe that things are going to grow. Or I feel like this is talking about the Seven of Pentacles. That things are going to grow into, the seeds that you have planted are going to grow into fruition as you would like it to. Since as long as you believe in yourself and believe that it's going to happen, like Mother Moon wants you to be aware of, believe in the impossible during this second half of the sun, just as in the sign of Sagittarius. Now your last card, but definitely not least, from Mother Moon to you through me, is Full Moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. So don't let pride get in your way. Don't let this feeling of you needing to look a certain way or act a certain way or appear a certain way get in your way. Don't let pride get in your way during this time. Moving forward during the second half of the sun, just in the sign of Sagittarius. And with that being said, that'll be all for this general reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Risings. I hope this helped. I hope this brought clarity or ages you in a way. Shout out to the whole Soul family. Shout out to Dolo the Pilot Man. Y'all be blessed. Remember that you'll never be less. Y'all take care and peace.